There's nothing. I live my life for being a proud South Sudanese, that I believe. South Sudan has failed leadership, failed the people, failed even international, has not even met dignified international obligations, relationship. You have no idea. I've been here in Washington, D.C., New York, London, and elsewhere. You have no idea how many times our friends laugh at us. Canadians laugh at us. Britons laugh at us. Even the Saudis and the Emiratis, they laugh at us. Even a mosquito country like Uganda laugh at us. Even a small country of Rwanda laugh at us. Why? Because we have a fair leadership, a leader that doesn't see humanity. The only thing that leaders in Juba see is their own stomach, their own alter ego. What become of their family thereafter? That's what they care about. You and I now knows very well, in according to the word of John Garang, if this independence had to be fought again, second time, I guarantee you, nobody will pick up a gun again and fight for a war that doesn't benefit them. I guarantee you that. If we were to go back again to liberate ourselves from Khartoum this time, I believe the only people that will fight are people from J1 who are benefiting from the country mess. So here's my message to you. 6 months ago, we talked about the fact that there's not going to be election. The election that is being drumbeat, everybody's talking about, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because we have a lot of things that have not been politically addressed. We have division in the country that has not been addressed. We have economic calamities that has not been addressed. We have politicians being arrested left and right that has not been addressed. So hear me and hear whatever else everybody's talking about. If there's going to be election, it will be election in according to Ezekiel Olgarquat, who believe that somehow they can just lie to us, South Sudanese, and force us to get their votes. I believe this, what election will look like, it will be a ballot box that will be taken to a region somewhere in South Sudan and force people, maybe 2 or 3 people to vote, and somehow declare that as a decision of everybody else. That's what probably South Sudan election was going to look like. But a real genuine election is not going to happen because everywhere from Warab State to Jonglei State, where I come from, to anywhere in South Sudan, people are crying. People are in tears. People are in disbelief that this is the government that they have created become their enemy. People don't understand how did our leaders become so ruthless. So here's what I know, and I'm going to add my voice to other voices of other people who have spoken on this social media. Here's what I know. From September next month, going to December, this possibility Kir Mayar is going to render leadership to his own family members. And I can already see the reaction of you, the South Sudanese people, before it happened. Kir understood very well that if he goes to election, he would be defeated by the people's voices. People will elect somebody else. He knows very well that truth. He knows also one thing, that he has divided the Dinka community from Barat Khazal to Jonglei State to Upper Nile to Abyei. He has divided the Monjang. He understood very well that Monjang are not happy with him. His base support group, the only people that are happy with Kir Mayar are his own the family. Adut, Salva Kiir, Mama Yandit, and his mafia group. Those are the only people that are happy. But Jing and Gerald, in according to Aldo Ajo, are not happy. In according to Francis Mading Deng, who spoke recently in Queer TV, suggesting that we rush into independence without a decision to what, without the vision to what the country will look like after independence. I agree with Francis Mading Deng. I've worked with him at the United Nations, so I know what he was talking about. So what I want you to pay attention as South Sudanese, whatever your names are, whether you're from Dinka tribe, you're from Nuer tribe, you're from Equatorial tribe, or any other significant 64 tribe, I want you to pay attention that we should not allow ourselves to be intimidated. Let me repeat again, we should not allow ourselves to be held hostage or intimidated by anybody. The map that the world see, they see it because of you and I, the people. That map called South Sudan doesn't exist in a vacuum without the people inhabited in it. And every South Sudanese have a right to protest the way I'm protesting. Every South Sudanese have a right to question where we're heading. So, long story short, there will not be election. At the U.S. State Department, where I work, there's an ongoing conversation behind the scene that you're not aware of, you the public. I am aware of. The reason Canadian Embassy withdrew the support of South Sudan, because they don't see any future of Canada relationship and South Sudanese. The reason you saw recently embassies being embarrassed, closed in Nairobi, in Washington, D.C., and elsewhere, it's just a public embarrassment. We are much better than this, my people. We are much better than this. We are the gentle giant of the Nile. We are the historian that everybody read in the books. How did we reduce ourselves to be a laughing joke of international community? Because we have weak leadership. We have leadership that only think about their families and their own personal alter ego, not thinking about the aspirations and dreams of families and friends you are. I'm not here to criticize Salva Kiir Mayardit. I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for his family to believe that they're entitled to our relationship or our responsibility. No man in South Sudan can be ruled by another man, by intimidation or fear or choice. We only made it as a choice to support Salva Kiir Mayardit. There are a million things I can say positive about Salva Kiir Mayardit, and there are a lot of things I can say wrong about Salva Kiir Mayardit. So to you people from Barkizal, don't get offended over this critic. When you become a public figure, you no longer have a right to determine what conversation public can have against you. Once you're a public figure, everybody must know everything about your life because you serve us. If you don't like public service job, quit the job. Go somewhere else and be quiet. But if you're going to be in public space, I guarantee you, you'll be met with critic. People will talk about you. You'll be a thief, you'll be a prostitute, you'll be a drunkard, you'll be any noise you want to hear. And that's come with a job title. So to those in J1, please save the Republic from further chaos. I say this to the men of the SPLM group, to whom I'm very proud, a soldier, part of the platoon group who have liberated this country. I say this, the country is bigger than individual. Save this country from further chaos. You, the men of SPLM group, you, South Sudan Defense Force, save this country from further destruction. Other than that, we're not going to have a country we call home. We're all going to be affected by all of this ongoing situation. And mark this word very careful. Today is August. We're talking about between August and December. This first election is going to be more chaotic than you think. I agree with Lienge, former governor of Lake State. I agree with him. There's a lot we need to talk about. We are burning desire to have conversation. We need to talk to each other. We are all wounded creatures of this society. I am wounded emotionally. I'm wounded mentally over this South Sudan problem. I believe you are too. It's an exhausted communication. The way we have treated each other after independence, beyond belief. Even the Arab we had fought to become independent from never treated us the way we treat ourselves. So, to you, my viewers from Australia, Canada, Cuba, South Sudan, and elsewhere around the world, share this message with your friends that for us to be a country again, let's refrain in according to Dr. Aldo Ajo's statement and Francis Mading Deng's statement. Let's refrain. Let's consider mistake we have done to ourselves. Let's revisit the South Sudan way that we all want, not South Sudan of individual interest, not South Sudan of Salva Kiir Mayardit, of Adud, or Ezekiel Lolkarkot. Let's create a South Sudan that we South Sudanese want, not South Sudan that is being forced against us. And with no further ado, I'm going to end over here because this conversation is not over. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it until December. So consider this as half of the story. Thank you so much, my family from around the world, South Sudanese in Australia, Canada. This is Bolakum, former South Sudan diplomatic communication. May God be with you and may God be with your family. Let's fight this fight together. I'm only one voice among million. Let's create million voices around this topic. Thank you.